All right. Real estate ninja maniacs. Today I want to deal with a really cool topic. I hadn't thought about doing this, but one of the agents on my team had a closing the other day, and they're relatively new, and I've been mentoring them, and um, you can't really catch everything on the mentor side. So you try your best to be there, answer any questions, and man, I got a phone call from them when they got out of the closing, and they were fired up. And I said, "What's up, guys? We got the final settlement statement, and these people are crooks." I said, "Whoa, wait a minute!" And so he starts to just tell me, and I had to stop him. And I said, "No, they're not crooks. Let this be a lesson to you." And yes, I'm going to share with you what happened in a minute. So stay with me. I said, "Let this be a lesson to you. Next time you get a particular property with this issue, here are a couple things you can do to combat that." So today for this video, and this will be very quick, I want to share with you what to do when you have a buyer who wants to make an offer on the property and the seller's agent lists the commission, and then they have that negative sign and a dollar amount that they expect you, the buyer agent, to pay. Stay tuned. So, this particular house, and I'll show it to you right now. This particular house was when they closed. It's a $415,000 house, 1,900 foot. It's a lot of money. And they closed on this deal. And here's what the agent did. If you'll notice, there's the commission, less $300. And back in the day, we would call those things transaction fees, right? That's what we would tell our clients. They're really BS fees, right? They're stupid, bogus fees. There are ways for that agent to do one of a couple things: earn extra income, or there are ways for that agent to cover potential transaction fees their brokers charging them. There are companies that have 100% brokers that charge their agents 3, 4, 5, 6, 800. I've seen them as high as $900 per transaction fee. And so these agents try to bury those costs, and they want the other side to pay for it. And I find it very interesting that a lot of homeowners don't know their agent is doing that, right? I know we're supposed to disclose everything, but there's just a lot of these agents that try to do this stuff. So I'm not saying everybody does it, but I know how these things work. Have you guys run across a deal where there was that type of fee, right? And if you've got the buyer, you're like, "Ugh," right? So what I told my agent was, here's what you do from now on. When you submit the offer, you write in the actual as is contract. The back page has, most of us, I don't know what state you guys are in, Florida. They have this little section called notes, or that's where you put all your little goody stuff. Back in the day, we would put closing cost assistance, or we'd ask for cash back, or blah 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 blah. In that section, in big letters, and if you have to, take up 2 lines, because you want the seller to see this, especially if the seller's agent is presenting offers. So you're going to put in there, our offer is contingent on our agent not paying your agent's junk fee inside the MLS. We are not going to be paying the $300 fee for your agent and his or her transaction fee. So our offer is a standalone offer of X amount, and that fee will not be paid by us or our broker if you accept this contract. Now, one of two things is going to happen. The agent might or might not present the offer if they are unethical, and they can get in hot water for that. There's ways, and we're not going to do it on this video, there's ways to check on that. There's also, I say there's ways to check on that. You can at some point find out what happened. Did your offer get submitted? You got to be careful. There's some ethical instances there where you can't just call up the seller, but I mean, there are some things you can get creative with, right? So if the listing agent hadn't revealed to the seller he's doing that, this could be embarrassing for them. Or if he did, but he didn't, or she didn't explain it properly, because sometimes agents do stuff like this and they just kind of nonchalantly go over this stuff on their listing agreements and go over it, but they don't really go over it. And the seller's like, oh, okay, whatever, let's sign, right? I think that if a seller knew that their agent was doing this right here, right there, if they were, if the homeowner knew their agent was doing that, I tend to think they might get a little pissed. Right? I would. Let's put it this way. If I had a home that was listed for sale and I found out that I might be missing out on really good offers because my agent's trying to get an additional X amount of dollars from the other side, think about it. When that agent sat in my house and we negotiated, I agreed to let him or her list my home and we negotiated the commission. Now I feel like they're going around me and trying to make even more money, and I would be upset because now you told me at the listing that you're going to represent me and my interests and blah blah blah, and now you're trying to get more money behind my back. Because I tell you right now, most of these homeowners, when and if they find out about it, aren't very happy. I've had some situations where that's happened. I even worked for a broker years ago that made us pay them a $500 fee on top of the 20% or 30% they were getting, and I never took that fee to the buyer's agent. I either disclosed it to my seller or buyer, or I just ate the fee. Right? So, lesson learned: if you are working with a buyer and you run across this right here, don't be dismayed. Write your offer in the notes. This offer is contingent on the homeowner, Bob and Sally Jones, accepting that our agent nor us will be paying the $300 fee that the listing agent put in the MLS. And if they sign on it, it's done. Guys, you're free and clear. You're not paying that trash. And if they try to get you with, and make sure when you get your settlement statement from the HUD prior to closing, you make sure that is not on there. Because if it is, you go back to the listing agent and you go back to their broker to let the seller know they're still trying to get it. Guys, there's ways to handle this business. And for those of you agents that are doing that because your broker's forcing you, be a better agent. Either eat the cost or just be upfront with your seller and tell them that you have to charge them that $300 fee. Don't be a wussy. Let's keep our business with integrity and not to try. Guys, we're not used car salespeople. We are real estate agents. We have the ability to help families with the most expensive transaction potentially for most of them of their life. Let's represent them with honor and dignity, and let's treat the other. Look, there is adversarial. The listing agent, the buyer's agent, there's adversary, but we can still treat each other with compassion, dignity, and honor, even if we're out there slugging away trying to get the best deal for our clients. But let's stay away from these junk fees. And if you're an agent, you run across that, just simply put in your contract, I ain't paying that trash, and see what happens. All right, guys, I didn't mean to go this long, but this just happened the other day. And let me ask you this. Have you run across this? Drop me some comments below. I'd love to hear your experience with these junk fees. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do that. And then hit the little bell. You'll be notified when I drop these videos. Like you, I'm a realtor. I've got a team of realtors, and I try to make this content for you. So I'd love to get your feedback. If you thought this video was complete bunk, let me know. Just tell me, say, Ninja, this was stupid, right? But anyway, guys, I wish you well. I wish you many closings this month and next month. And if you run across that, come back to this video and let us know what happened and share this video. This is one of those videos I think you should be sharing on your social media channels. If you're a part of Facebook groups, share this one and find out what they're doing to combat this craziness. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Guys, have a great day, and I will see you on the next video.